record, same old songs of accusation play. I could you to speak the truth, just look at all your failures and mistakes. And if they really knew you, there's no way they could love you anyway. Oh, but I will fight the lies with the truth. Oh, keep my eyes fixed on you. I will sing the truth into the dark. I will use my fight.
Hello and welcome to the Send Help Podcast. I can't.
A podcast and a lifeline
For moms who are stuck in the trenches of mommyhood, bringing the encouragement through Jesus
laughter
and sisterhood.
that was awesome. I'm not even really sure what we started laughing
I
at.
don't either. I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Doesn't matter.
No. Not at all.
Welcome to 2023, you guys.
What?
Only 26 days in.
Yeah. It feels like it's like 6 months in.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't feel fresh.
No. No,
No.
it doesn't.
No. It feels like we've been in for a while.
Yeah.
But we haven't.
Well, my first 2 weeks of 2023 were with my kids. So,
I mean, that's true. That's a
Yeah.
valid point. My
Yeah.
first week was. But then my last week was because Josh was homesick.
yeah.
So we're really going strong. We have another break coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
I think we do too, but I remember looking at the school calendar and not seeing anything until
Oh.
like spring break. But the PTA meeting the other night, they were talking about a school break, like a Monday that the kids have off. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. No, I've gone through I went onto the district calendar and definitely went through and made sure that I had everything marked out, but I know that I've missed some because I am always caught off guard. Even being on PTA and
Right.
them telling me, I'm
Yes.
like, no. This was new. This
Yeah.
is new.
Like, no,
What? We
I
have
think y'all
Friday
just
off?
added this.
What?
This just happened.
Yeah.
That was not on the calendar.
I tell you what, I swear that that's how it happens. I really do.
Yeah.
I just don't believe you.
Yeah. It's usually when I look at the lunch calendar.
See,
And I'm like, wait, y'all don't have school today?
I'm telling you what.
Since when?
Yeah. We have like February like 16th or 17th all the way through the 21st off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of days.
It is a lot of days.
That's not just like one in-service day.
No, I don't understand it exactly.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just remembered just now. I haven't written that down. It's definitely not in my calendar because my mom asked me about the 20th the other day and I looked at it. I was like, oh, it's free. It's not free. No, I will have a child with
Oh.
me at all times that day.
Hmm.
It's okay. It's totally fine. It's fine.
It's
Fine.
It's good.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, how was Christmas? Like, we haven't seen each other in
I
forever.
know.
Like, we didn't do New Year's together.
Yeah.
We didn't do, we did, you know what we did for New Year's? We went to Albertsons at 10 o'clock.
Right.
Woo!
We decided to let the kids try to stay up.
Yeah.
And see how long they would last.
How'd they go?
One was out by 8, the other by 9, and the last one was like 11:30.
Wow.
She was so close. And
Yeah.
I was like, do we wake her up for the midnight thing, or do we just go ahead and take them all to bed?
Yeah.
I think that we just took them all to bed.
Yeah.
But then the next day they were like, we missed it. So we had to like find the ball drop on YouTube and play it again for them.
Oh, for sure.
Like in the middle of the day. It was like
Yeah.
noon and we were playing the ball drop and like pulling the streamer popper things and cheering
We
in the new year.
we rung in the new year with the UK.
Mm.
And we did sparklers with Josh. And then I think he went to bed at like 11.
Yeah.
And then I did record the ball drop and we watched it the next day. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Oh, and we drank Clearly Canadian.
Oh,
He had his first
yeah.
Clearly Canadian. He was like, I really want peach. And I was like, I promise you, you want blackberry. He was like, no, I really want peach. And he threw a huge fit. And I was like, no, I'm going to buy a peach for myself. I will sacrifice and get a peach, but you're going to want blackberry. And so we bought him a blackberry. He had the blackberry. I let him taste the peach. And he was like, no, you were right. I was like, yeah, I know. I promise you. I've been around the block.
Isn't it so frustrating when like you know there is no doubt in your mind that you're right on it, and
Yeah.
then you spend like an hour arguing,
Oh, yeah.
and like the whole tantrum
Yeah.
thing happens, and you're like, just go with me on this.
Listen,
I'm
kid,
right.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That peach is gross. It's not good. I know peach stuff is always awesome.
Yeah.
We love peach stuff. In our house, peach is always like at the top. We love peach yogurt. We love everything peach.
Mhm.
But peach Clearly Canadian, it's from the north. It's not from the south. We like
Right.
southern peaches.
Southern peaches, Georgia
It's
peaches.
Canadian.
It's really funny because my kids wouldn't eat peaches for a long time because Daniel Tiger is allergic to peaches. So they're like, no, we can't eat peaches. I'm like, Daniel Tiger is a fictional character and he is allergic to peaches. You are not. Actually, we don't know because you won't try them.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. That's the best story. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, Christmas has left the
Yeah.
building. I mean, not at my house. All of my decorations are still up. And I know a lot of people would shame me for that, but
I wouldn't shame you for it, but it seems crazy because it seems like it was so long ago. It wasn't.
Well, we didn't have
I
our
mean, you
family Christmas.
decorate.
Yeah.
Like some people decorate in the middle of November.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 2 months before Christmas having decorations or putting them up in December and then having them up 2 months later, like what's the difference? But it just feels like it was so
Yeah.
long ago.
Well, we didn't get our decorations up until like a week and a half before Christmas.
Yeah.
And
So you still
so
they've been up for as
I knew
long
that
as
I was
everyone
gonna
else.
leave them up all through December.
Mhm.
Like, but then we didn't have our family gathering where like my dad's side of the family came over and we hosted dinner until like after New Year. So like we had to have them up at least until the 6th.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we're still I think we're the only house that still has all the lights up. I mean, we don't turn them on, but we still have the big wreath on the eve.
Yeah.
We've got I mean, not the go-go. The go-go's not out still. I mean, we took that down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything else is still up.
That's something.
The stockings are still up. I mean, that's where we are.
Our neighbor never took their lights down and they had like the icicle lights.
Oh.
Like the really obvious,
Yeah.
like the white icicle lights hanging from the roof. They never took them down last Christmas. So like this year I was like, hey, they're not going to have to put Christmas lights up. Like it's time again. It's not going to be weird that it's July and they have icicles hanging
Did
on
it
their
not
house.
work?
They moved. Like they suddenly moved one weekend. They left the lights.
Why not?
Exactly.
When we moved from McDavid, we left all of the garland and everything because my dad had a full like storage system and everything with the
Right.
pulleys and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So like, and they were all cut and, you know, they were on the 2x4s and
Yes.
everything with, you know, because it was swags.
Right.
He left them for the new homeowners, and they use them every year still.
There you go. I would too.
Yeah. I mean, it's something out of Southern Living.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was amazing. Why would you not? Unless you're, I don't know.
I don't know.
Why?
Why? Why would you not do this?
Anyway. Oh my gosh.
So
yeah. so
So anyway, tell me your word.
oh yeah. Okay, you guys. So like if you caught our little live yesterday, we were talking about today, we're going to talk about our word. Because before Christmas, we were saying that we were going to be asking the Lord for a word for our families and then a word for ourselves. Because every year we ask the Lord for a word for ourselves. But this year, the Lord really put it on our hearts to challenge everybody to ask the Lord for a word for your family. Yeah. So our word, the word for our family, I really felt strongly, and I got this one before I got my own, is hope. Yeah. Actually, do I have it in my Bible? Is that where I put it? No. Did I? No, I don't know. I think maybe I put it in, nope. Yeah.
There it is.
Our word for our family is hope. And then my word. So the word for myself, I got some weird words this time. I got a vision, and not a word. So that's on its own. But I got the word fire and I got the word faith. But then I got a vision to go along with everything. And I really feel like it's a vision for this year. And it was a clear vision, you guys. And I feel like it's for all of us. It's not just for me. So in this vision it was like a dream and it was so vivid. So it was Christmas time. So it really worked that it was like this. The Lord kind of took me into, like, I was decorating the Christmas tree, but every ornament was in a gift box, and it was like they were all wrapped, right? I had also you need to know that I had also just watched all of the Santa Claus movies.
Yes.
So, and I just made ornaments for my family, and I made snow globes with pictures inside. So, and he was talking to me about what I was doing a lot while I was doing it. So, in the Santa Claus, the snow globe room is a big deal, and they come to life and you see like a special memory or something special. Like
Right.
each Santa Claus has their own snow globe, and it's like it's very significant, right? So the Lord was showing me these gifts, but there were all of these gifts and every ornament was in a gift box. And I was like, these are beautiful. I don't really want to unwrap them. And he was like, well, you've had them forever. Like these were clearly things that I've had for a long time and I hadn't unwrapped them, but they were all ornaments that were supposed to go on the tree. And I was like, why haven't they been unwrapped? I was asking the Lord, and he was like right there with me. And he was like, well, you never wanted to use them. Like you never wanted to unwrap the package. You were satisfied with just holding on to the package. And I was like, what? That seems so weird. So he had me go through and unwrap each package and open up each ornament and see what was on the inside of each one of these globes. And each one was something new and something that I had already had, but hadn't been activated yet. And each one was something really with deep meaning and something that was so special. Like we our ornaments on our tree are very meaningful, and they all hold such deep memories. And the snow globe picture um ornaments that I was making um were like, I always give photo like memories, like that's just what I do. And so the ones that I was making were of all of us as a family, and I put snow in. When I was putting snow in, the Lord was like, this is kind of like what the Lord is doing. He was making he was this was a time of purity for our family, and he was making it white as snow. So like the snow was a symbolic like for that, because it was such a pure moment, and he was like purifying our family. And like it was a new step. Like it was the way he was showing me the ornaments. It was just like he was really showing me that this is a time where gifts that we've had all along hadn't been activated yet, because we haven't opened them up. And he wants us to go through, and he wants us to open up the gifts that were already there, that we didn't realize were significant, but they have significance. Um, so that was kind of that's like
I love that.
that's this year.
I love that because I know like we tend to do that. I know I do that.
Mhm.
Like there's a gift that he's given me, but someone else is using that gift.
Yeah, put it on the shelf.
Put it on the shelf.
Or I don't want to mess up that bow.
Yes.
It's such a pretty bow.
Oh, that looks like a good one. I'm going to put it right here
Yeah.
until I feel like I absolutely need it,
Mm-hmm.
which is now, but I'm not going to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Or yeah. Oh, I think you gave this gift to the wrong person. I think
Right.
that this gift is supposed to go to this person.
Yeah.
Or I don't know who that gift is for, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
Like you're way off base here, God.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But we do that. We either don't unwrap them or we set them like little snow globes on the shelf and just look at them
Yeah. You shake them
for
up every
whatever
once in a while,
reason. Yeah.
and it takes you back to a moment, but it doesn't take you forward.
Yes. And then we sit and we're like, man, I wish I could be like that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, there's all those gifts on the shelf that you're not using.
Exactly. You pull them out and you put them out
Mhm.
every season. Like it's a seasonal thing. You pull them out and you look at them, and then you put them back away.
Yes.
And that's not what he is asking
Because the
you to
Holy
do.
Spirit gives gifts
Yeah.
as needed.
Right. This is not these gifts
So,
are
yeah,
not seasonal.
he-
You may
he
have
gave you
treated
that
them.
gift in that
Yes,
season when you needed it, but you chose not to
exactly.
use it.
You've treated them as a seasonal gift,
Yeah.
but this is not the way the Lord has intended them to be. Ooh, yes. Y'all, this year, we're going to start using
Use
the
your gift.
things that the Lord has already given us.
You know that there's like that thing that you've wanted to do, this dream that has been placed in your heart, and you're like, I'm not the person for that. You are, or God would have given that dream to someone else.
Look at her.
So, because I know if I feel that way, so does everyone else.
I recommend this book. This one. You
I
know
dream
what?
big.
As a matter of fact, yes, I'm doing this with the ladies in my church right now. It's another Havilah Cunnington. I dream big. This is a good one. Also, this is just going to be a pause moment where we do a little commercial. If you ever wanted to be activated and feel like you need a nudge, this is a good devotional. It's 21 days. It's She is the Sign. This is going to encourage you to get in there with the Lord and do the thing that he's put on your heart to do. This one right here.
Ooh.
Yeah. If you were a billboard or a sign, when people see you, what are they reading about your life? What is your life proclaiming? You are called to be a sign. How many times have I did a whole episode on
We
me being a
did.
billboard person.
Yeah.
Imagine my surprise when I read the first line of this book. And then this is my friend Bethany. If you are having trouble hearing from God and you're like, how do I start to hear the Lord's voice? I want to hear from him, and you keep talking about hearing from God and you're having this conversation with God. Like, how do I do that?
Yes.
This.
Okay. So I got, like, you showed me all of your
Mhm.
studies that you're doing
Yeah.
this year. I have not started a study. I got a chronological 1-year Bible.
Oh, yeah.
So, and like, it's broken down, like, you can't go to a specific, like, you can't go to Proverbs 10:4. Like,
Mhm.
you can't,
Yeah.
because everything is broken down by date.
Yeah.
So, like, it starts January 1 and goes all the way through the year. And I'm in Job.
Oh, fun.
Do you remember in December when
Yes.
we were like, who studies Job? Nobody wants to study Job.
Oh.
No, like, I'm in the middle of Job
Let
right
me
now.
tell you, Lisa Harper has the most
Oh, she does.
amazing
She
Job
does.
study.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm in the middle of Job. And what he is saying over and over and over is, I wish I could talk to God.
Yeah.
I wish I could find him and sit down and talk to him. Why is there no one to go before God for me? And the whole time that I've been reading, I'm like, God, what am I supposed to get out of Job? Like, it's he and his friend going back and forth. His friend's accusing him of sinning and him saying, I'm not. Why won't y'all listen to me? Like, it's all it is, back and forth and back and forth. But Job keeps saying, like, if only there were a mediator to go to God and have this conversation with him for me.
Mhm.
And I loved it, because it's like, no, like, we don't need one. Like, the veil was torn, the Holy Spirit was poured out onto the earth, and we can talk to God and hear from him on our own without a mediator. Like,
Yeah.
that was the whole point. So yeah.
Absolutely. The God Connection, 12 Ways You Are Hardwired to Know God's Voice by Bethany Hicks.
Yes.
This is on Amazon. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's a great stepping off point if you're having trouble hearing from God,
Mm-hmm.
or you just want to know how to hear him better. This one.
That one.
Okay. So that was my, these just happen to be in my bag right now. What's in your bag right now? That's it. And the Bible.
I love your words,
Mm-hmm.
fire and faith.
Yeah.
Like, they're perfect. I feel
Fire
like
and
they're
faith.
perfect for this season, because
And hope.
all of the images of the Holy Spirit in scripture is fire.
Yeah. 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 My whole mandate, I think, is to stay like a raging fire,
Mhm.
and then set other people. My heart is to set other people on fire and then watch them set other people on fire. Like, I want to sit back and watch other people set other people
Yeah.
on fire. Like, if my flame can set you on fire and then you can start a wildfire, then I did my job.
Right.
That's my whole thing.
Love
I get
it.
so excited watching other
She-
people
She really does.
burn for the Lord.
She
Which
really
sounds
does.
so violent. I know it. But I do. I get really pumped. I'm like, yes, I will be your biggest cheerleader. I'm like,
She's being completely accurate right now, because we'll have conversations. I'm like, I had this thought and this is what I was thinking. And she's like, yes. And she just gets so excited and will, like, go off on me. I'm like, whoa.
I'm like, you're supposed to be a preacher. And
Simmer
she's like,
down. Simmer down now.
No.
Like, no, I had
no,
one thought.
I have one
I
sermon.
had one thought.
I won. And I'm like, it's a sermon. And she's like, it's just a
It's a
thought. And I'm like,
thought.
nope, it's a sermon.
We went back and forth a little while, and I was like, it's a thought. It's one thought. I
And
just
I'm just-
expressed one thought to you.
Listen, it's the prophet in me. I'm going to tell you prophetically that is what it is.
Right.
Done.
It
Argue
is
with
a thought that I'm diving into, but
Mic drop. Argue with it. You take it up with the Holy Spirit. I did my job.
I love it.
Because guess
But
what?
she does.
It's
She
not
gets
just
super
on me.
excited.
It's on
Yeah.
you. You have to take it up with the Holy Spirit. I just deliver.
You have to submit and receive
Yeah.
and all those things. Submission. I'm really glad that that hasn't been my word yet, but now it probably will be next year.
Okay, let's hear about your words.
Yeah. So, okay, for my family, yeah, I got that one first.
Here, write it.
Also,
Write it.
it
out.
was,
Let's put them up here
okay,
so we have them.
which is the top. There we go.
That's the top. I know it was upside down.
So I was about to write yours. It's not it. In like really big block letters too. that's your word.
Oh, Josh got a word too.
Oh,
Josh-
fun.
Josh's word is brave.
I
He asked the Lord for it.
love it.
Mhm. I know. I was so proud of it.
I want to get him a bow and arrow now. I
Right.
don't.
He has one.
Oh, well, he
Yeah.
needs to use it.
I know. He's never used it, not once. We thought about giving it to him again for Christmas.
Oh my goodness. Here you go. You said your word was brave. It's time you learn how to use this.
I know.
I mean, all of the movies about brave people, they use a bow and arrow. All of them. Maybe. I really don't actually know. I have no idea.
Thus saith Christy.
Yeah. Just made that up. But anyway, there's at least one.
Thus saith your Aunt
There's at least
Christy.
one named Brave. She uses bow and arrow.
Okay.
Anyway,
The Hollis family.
so yeah, so I got the word for our family first also,
Uh-huh.
and it was rooted.
Ooh.
Because like we take them to church, we read the Bible, they have Bibles, like I got the girls coloring Bibles, and we'll sit and like color and like, you know, the places on the side of the page together and everything. And but I really feel like they need to know and understand why. Like, why does our family go to church? Like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, they're still kind of at the point where they think everybody goes to
Yeah.
church and just like this is something that everyone does. But I want them to be rooted in the understanding that no, we follow Christ. We go to him for answers in our life. We live our life according to what's laid out in scripture. Like we not only need to do these things with them, but help them understand why,
Yeah.
so that they can be rooted in their relationship with him and not just, well, this is what we do.
Yeah.
So yeah, my family word was rooted,
I love it.
and so I'll write it down.
Write it down. She's in the writing.
Rooted. The sticky note sticking to my notepad. Like the whole pad, the whole sticky pad is sticking to my notepad. And my word that I got for myself
Yeah.
is outpouring.
Oh. Oh. I love that word
Right?
for you.
Right. And I mean, and not just because like when I first got that, I was like, really? Like I got really excited about the word. I was like, I will take an outpouring. Holy Spirit, yes, I will take an outpouring. An
Those
outpouring
are
of
some
the Spirit.
big
But then it
words.
also like he kind of was like, but hey, it's not just for you. Like if I give you an outpouring, then there is an overflow that you then outpour onto others.
Yeah.
So
it
it's kind
means
of
you're
like the
pouring out
double-edged
a
sword.
lot and getting filled up
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got excited about fire
Yeah.
until I
Yeah.
started thinking about what am I
What-
gonna
yes.
go through, Lord?
Faith.
Yeah,
That's why you got two
those are
words.
big, scary.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Outpouring for you is such a big word.
know.
It's a huge word.
It is a huge word. Yeah. Like there is a lot, there's a lot packed in that punch. Like I was really excited because I was like, overflow. And he was like, no, I didn't say overflow. those words don't mean the same. I said outpouring. Yeah. I'm excited about it though.
I am so excited about
like
it.
I kind of feel like there's a part of me that should be scared about it. Like, oh no, what does that mean exactly? But no, I'm really just only excited about it to see like what's gonna come to fruition because of it.
Wow. The word that's been spoken over me the most since 'cause I've been to a lot of prophetic things
You have
since
the last
beginning of
time
the
that we
year.
were together. Yeah. You've been to like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Has been bold and just a lot of boldness, like and favor, and that like now, like the time is now.
Right.
I went to a prophetic conference where we had to prophesy over. I probably prophesied over, I don't know, 20 people. And so that means I got prophesied over about 20 times.
Mhm.
And it was basically the same word. And every single time it was now.
Hey,
It was now. And one person told me I was Deborah. Like it was now. It was
being
now.
the same
now.
word, I mean, that should tell you something.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if everyone was giving you a different word, to be like, y'all need to get it together.
yeah,
But everyone giving you the same word would,
it was
driving in the nail.
It was
like,
very,
okay, got it. I hear
very
it.
driving it. Like, and then I had lunch with my friend, and she was like, I see bold favor on you, but the Lord is telling you need to ask for specific things. She was like, well, do you have something in mind? And I was like, yeah. And so I said something, and she was like, that's not specific enough. And I was like, okay. So then she texted me like, I don't know, 4 hours later. And she's like, have you asked for something yet? And I was like, dang.
I'm trying to get specific with my request.
I haven't had an opportunity to ask you because she was like, you need to ask the Lord, but you're also supposed to like step out and ask people. What's the worst that could happen? They say no, and you're like, cool, pivot, And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to
Fire and faith.
And I happened to be wearing a sweater that was it's like striped, all different colors. She was like, you're wearing a Technicolor coat. Like, come on. I was like, you're
I love
right.
that she called it a Technicolor coat.
Yeah. She's like, you're wearing the coat of many
Like,
colors. Like
Donny Osmond will forever be the Technicolor coat.
And I was like, you're right. No, you're right. And like the Lord specifically dressed me that morning because I was like, I don't think I want to wear this. And like, but I physically couldn't put anything else on. Like I was just like, okay, Lord. I mean, because I pray about everything I wear. I know that's weird. That you don't have to do that. There's just something that I do. And
sometimes I do. Like
Yeah.
if I'm nervous about what I'm about to go do,
yeah.
like, I need to feel good. I need to feel comfortable. Show me what to wear.
Yeah. When I'm going into meetings, I'm like, you need to dress me, Lord, because I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm going to show up in sweatpants and a t-shirt and my hair in a messy bun if you don't tell me what to do right now.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, this is a awesome word. I love this word for you. I'm pumped about it.
I'm excited.
I'm pumped about the stepping forward that you have to do in order to outpour.
I know.
And the fact that this is so seasonally perfect for you.
It is. There are a lot of things coming up that I'm going to have to put this into practice.
Yeah. 1 in 2 weeks.
One on Sunday.
Oh.
Dusty and I are interning with group leaders for the Freedom Ministry. And that starts on Sunday. So like and this is okay, my group leader from last year, this is how well she knows me. Okay. She got me in an instant, y'all. Like people, sometimes it takes a while for people to get me. She got me like that because in the freedom group, like you go over the material and then you're supposed to write something from that week that you want prayer over. And then you have one-on-one prayer. And when it was time for me to go to one-on-one prayer, I took a blank note card. I handed it to her. I said, I think this is dumb. And she was like, I get it. Just pick something that you want prayer over for the week and I will pray for you. I was like, why do I have to write it on a card? Why? Like, I mean, it just like, I get it now, like write it down so that the leader has it and can pray for you. Like that makes total sense. But I was viewing it completely differently. So as an intern, like I'm the one that's supposed to be praying over people. So she called me when she saw our names on the list and she was like, Christy, I know Dusty signed y'all up for this. So tell me, is this something that you want to do? Do you want to pray over people? Would you like to be an intern and not pray over people? Do you not want to be an intern? Just tell me exactly what you want to happen and I'll make it happen. I was like, you've got me pegged. Like she seriously has me pegged, like down to a T. Like she gets me. But yeah, I was like, no, I like that. It's something that I definitely like I used to do in college with no problem. And with all of like, no, I don't want to blame it on COVID because it was way before COVID. It
Yeah,
was
it
more
was.
of like when I had kids.
Yeah.
It was definitely more of like when the first child was born and I started like separating from people.
Yeah.
Is really when it started.
It
And
was
then
the trenches of
COVID just
mommyhood.
made it really,
Yeah.
really easy
Yes.
to not have to ever interact with
Right.
other human beings.
Yeah.
So praying over people like actually out loud face to face is something
Mhm.
that I used to do.
Yeah.
I wasn't afraid of it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you want me to talk to another human being
Yeah.
in person
Yeah.
and not through a text message?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, nope, I'm in. I'm all in.
Well, like when we started getting pregnant with our kids, like text messaging was turned into the most used way of communicating.
Yes.
So we went into like a place where like into like holes.
Yeah.
And then any kind of postpartum depression, whether it was diagnosed or undiagnosed, like you're fully separated from everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So I really just like last year when the school started opening back up
Yeah.
was when I started, oh, okay, I can start getting involved in things at the school now.
Yeah. And you were like pregnant for
And
like 3 years,
I
4 years,
was.
5
I
years. I
was.
don't know. Like, yeah.
It was
you
a
were-
really
you were
long time.
pregnant for forever.
9 times 3.
Yeah.
It's a year and a half.
Yeah.
That's a long time, y'all.
Yeah. But like, I don't know that.
And people have had more than 3 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm
It's a
just talking
long
about
time
you,
to live
though.
your life
You
being pregnant.
specifically.
But yeah, so I
That's
started being
huge.
around people. I go to the PTA dinners. Those are really great ladies. They really are, but it's hard for me to actually go.
But these are huge
I go
things.
and I do the things and I go to the meetings that are in person and I go to the dinner when it's just supposed to be hanging out. And going to a small group consistently last year was kind of a big thing.
But like a year ago, could you
So-
imagine that you would be where you are right now?
Oh no.
PTA?
I didn't want to talk to people.
No.
Yeah.
PTA, and now you're like you guys are like not just maybe going to this church and trying it out. Now you're fully going to this church, and now you're going to step into leadership.
Right. And now it's like,
type
hey, you're in
things.
leadership and you're
Yeah.
not a member yet. That class is in a few weeks. You'll need to sign up for it
Yeah.
because it's like a requirement
Yeah.
to be the group leader. We were like, oh, right. Yeah, we haven't done that yet. When is it?
Totally.
And we're going to have like 5 people reminding us about it.
Yeah. That's just, it's, that's huge.
So, and especially like the type of ministry that the Freedom Ministry
Yeah.
is, like I have to make sure that I am like suited up,
Staying on top of your freedom too.
staying on top of my
Yeah.
freedom, making sure that I am like
Yes.
got my sword by me and am digging into it and allowing myself to be filled up
Mm-hmm.
and not ignoring that.
Yeah.
You know, like it's going to have to be an outpouring. Otherwise, I'm just going to be attacked and shot down.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a forced,
Yeah.
like I'm going to have to be
Yeah. But
this.
it's honestly though, it's better in seasons like that when you have to be when you like you
Yeah.
have a responsibility, like it's easier to stay on top of your own filling up because you have a responsibility.
Right.
Like when it's just on you. Like
Yeah.
with my ADHD or ADD, whatever you want to call it, like it is really hard to responsibly stay on top of anything. If I have to leave the house, I'm going to take a shower. You know what I mean? Like if I don't have to leave the house for 5 days, I'm going to throw my hair up in a ponytail or in a messy bun and use a whole can of dry shampoo over 4 days. And then finally take a shower on the 5th day before I have to go somewhere.
Right.
But it's the same though. I do the same thing with my
this,
spiritual
yes.
walk with the Lord. Is if
Go to church on Sunday, but I'm not really doing anything that requires me to be filled. I'm just hanging out at home.
yeah, if I know something's coming up, I will gird my loins.
Yes.
And
But you know what? In
yeah.
all honesty, though, like we should be
suiting
doing
up
this
all the time.
just to raise our kids.
Yeah, I do this with Josh every morning because
Right.
I'm trying to suit him up where I'm suiting up too. So,
Right.
but if I didn't
But
have
I can't outpour into my kids
no,
if I'm not doing this on a daily basis anyway.
absolutely, I can't light Josh's fire
Right.
and help fan his flame if mine's out.
Yeah.
And he can see when my ember is just an ember and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not a flame. Like,
Oh, Annabelle and I are the same person.
Yeah.
When she gets tired, she'll just start crying.
yeah.
I had been around a lot of people. I had deep cleaned the house. Like I was sitting in a chair. I messed up dinner and I sat in a chair and cried for like an hour. And Annabelle was like, "What's wrong? What happened?" And like I was like, I knew that she would be the only one in the family
Yeah.
to get it.
Yeah.
Like, Annabelle, you know, when you're really tired and you just want to cry, but you can't tell me why you're crying. Yeah. I was like, that's what's wrong. And she was like, oh, like she got it. And she came and gave me a hug. And she was like, okay.
Yeah. No, I totally. Josh is the same. But I have really felt a responsibility lately to be like, listen, this is how I'm feeling and it's awful. And you, I know, are feeling this way too. But listen, we have a responsibility right now with the Lord to not let the enemy
Right.
take us out because
Right.
he is trying really hard. Do you feel it? Because I feel it.
Yeah.
This is how mommy's feeling. But we're instead gonna do this. Like
Yes.
I'm just like, I'm mad, but we're not gonna let it happen.
You
We're gonna
know,
do this.
I have discovered
Get
that
crazy eyes.
if I tell my kids, mommy is tired, mommy is at the end of her rope.
Yeah.
And if you come and smack your Lunchable in my ear, I am going to lose it on you like I have never lost it before. Then they're like, oh, I'll go eat it in another room. Okay. And then like they kind of behave a little bit better for the next hour.
It depends on
Oh,
it
okay.
depends on
Okay,
if
Mom.
Josh has woken up and chosen violence, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
Because otherwise, like there are some days where he's like, well, I can't help it. I'm gonna continue to hum. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
we've got
"Listen,
days like
kid,
that too. Yeah.
I've been in the car for 3 hours.
They don't always
I've been on
cooperate.
I've had a telemed meeting with your doctor. I've talked to this person. I've talked to the vice principal. I have been in the car holding this tinkle for for an hour.
Right.
I've been waiting outside of your piano lesson, which you never ever practice, and we're spending $150 every month for you to just go and play. I'm like, we went to Sonic. Now you're telling me that you're starving. Like, you're kicking the back of my seat.
Oh,
I am in traffic and everyone is trying to get around us because we're in a minivan
yes.
because they've decided that we've just, even though
Minivans
we're
are
going,
slow.
yeah, everyone is
Doesn't
trying to
matter what
kill
speed you're
everyone
going.
else
Yeah.
in the road because it's 5 o'clock in Aledo. It's insane. And I just want to get home. I'm looking directly into the sun. It's burning my retinas. I do not have sunglasses. I need for you to stop humming at the top of your lungs and kicking my seat because you're bored and I have not provided adequate entertainment for you for this 15 minutes it's going to take us to get home. I need for you to stop. I also have a headache. And the AC is not working in the back. And there's a new wiggle in the front. And I don't understand the sounds that I'm hearing. And daddy is not happy with me telling him about the sounds. So I need for you to stop because you need to be kind to your mother. No one is choosing to be kind to your mother. I need for you to be kind to your mother. It is not fair for you to take it all out on me all the time. Stop letting the enemy win. Stop it. Be kind to me or just be quiet. Those are your only options.
Did it work?
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of.
A little bit.
Kind of. I was like,
For 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like, I'm like, I can't do this. This was just yesterday. I was like, you need to be nice to me. Stop it. Just be nice. It's like, I just spent $12 at Sonic. You can't be hungry.
Right.
Get over it. You have grapes still in your lunch. So
Yes. Eat that.
eat those.
Eat the grapes.
He's like, well, we all had silent lunch or lonely lunch. And I was like,
Oh.
well, that means you should have had plenty of time to eat all the
Yeah.
food in your lunchbox
Mhm.
because nothing else holding you back.
Yeah.
Dumb. Anyway. So we're praying for a word for the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea? Do you have anything?
Oh, I
has
haven't really
anything-
given any thought to
Has
it.
anything popped into your head
We
since
said
we
it
talked about it? I know we said it like
Like 5 minutes
right
ago.
before we
I don't really know.
started.
Yeah. I haven't really thought about it. I'm
I
gonna
don't
have
know.
to think about it while I drive home.
I'm excited though.
So we want to know what y'all's words are.
Yes, please drop them.
Yes, drop them in the comments.
Really want to know.
Yeah.
I can't. What was your word last year?
Do the thing.
Oh, that's right.
And I did the thing like all year
Mine
all year long.
was new.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a lot.
It was a lot of new
There
for
was
you.
There was a lot
last
of
year.
new.
But, honestly, if I had not have done the thing all year last year,
Yeah.
then
You
this
would not be
my
ready
word.
for outpouring.
Yeah, this would not be my word.
No.
But like I held on to the do the thing and I did a lot of things
Yeah.
that I typically would have not have even considered doing. So,
No kidding.
yeah, it definitely got me into a place of saying yes
Yeah.
to the Lord.
Yeah.
So yeah, outpouring would not be my word for this year if I had not have embraced do the thing
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. Tim's was restoration and blessing. So new restoration and blessing. I mean, we moved into a house that was new. Restoration. There was a lot of restoration and blessing. There was a lot of blessing. So, I mean, God did a lot, but we did a lot of those things too. Like
Mhm.
there was a whole lot, and I think that new kind of carried over into this year. Definitely carried over into this year. It was, yeah, it's, y'all, if you allow the Lord to speak to you through these words, like you're getting a prophetic word for the year.
It's true.
And it is so cool to see God work in that. It's just really awesome. I used to think this was so stupid.
I did too.
I really did.
I did too. And honestly, I think the first time that I ever actually had a word for the
Mhm.
year was when we started talking about it
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I remember like I didn't have a word. I couldn't think of a word. I got a key
Yeah.
from Jackie. And
Yeah.
I was like, whatever the word is on the key will be my word. And that word was grace.
Yeah.
So my word for that year was grace, having grace on myself, having grace for other people,
Uh-huh.
and learning how to have grace for myself definitely helped with the do the thing. Because if you can't have grace for yourself, if you mess up the thing when you're doing the thing,
Yeah.
or if it doesn't work out the way that you want it to, or I did the thing, but I failed at the thing, but I did it. Like, I mean, if I hadn't have learned how to have grace for myself, then the doing the thing would not have gone well.
For sure.
So, I mean, like they have definitely built on
I
to
tell
each
you what,
other each
mine
year.
have too. My first one with the podcast was steadfast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got joy and glory. And then, gosh, man, I think there was like also prepare was in there. I don't know, like because I got more than one word a couple of times. Steadfast was,
Yeah, God knows I can't handle more than one word.
yeah.
We're going to give her one thing to focus on.
God knows me. He's like, we're going to bounce around. We're going to bounce around. There's going to be one central word, but then we're going to have a couple of offshoots because Amanda can't just focus on one thing. Going to keep it interesting.
Let's give Christy one task so she doesn't get overwhelmed and quit.
And it's going to be the most beautiful, flourishing story. Amanda's going to have a like little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. Central theme.
Right? I love it. I'm excited about your words because I see how they fit so perfectly with where he has you right now.
Yeah,
So I'm excited to see where that goes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys. I mean, there's so much more that we want to talk about, but we have talked for an hour.
We have.
So we should probably end it and let you guys chime in. Definitely.
Yeah. Let us know what your words are
Yeah.
and let us know how we can be praying for you.
Yes.
That is evidently something that I'm working on this year.
Yeah, she is.
So
How can we partner with you
Yeah.
in 2023?
yeah, for
Because
sure.
here we are in 2023.
In 2023.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe it's
2030.
2023?
No. It's weird. Like it feels weird to say
Which means
23.
23 years we've and graduated from high
I
school,
know.
which means we've known each other for
5, 23 and 5, 28.
28 years. Almost 29, actually, because we knew each other in the summer.
The summer. Yeah.
We're old.
We are.
That's what that means. We're old.
It's true.
And we had children old.
We
Yeah.
did.
And I'm here trying to have another child older. I'm going to be the oldest mom. The oldest mom.
Sarah will beat you.
Okay, but it's not Bible times.
It's not.
She didn't have to live in Weatherford, Texas. With all of these
You're not going to be like 180.
all of these really young moms. I'm the oldest mom on PTA right now. The oldest.
I'm close. But their kids are all way older than mine.
It's ridiculous.
We got this.
It's fine.
We got this. I was going to say you're as young as you feel, but that's not young either. So,
No,
no.
it's definitely not.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's totally fine.
Yeah. We love you guys.
Yeah, we
Thanks
do.
for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all next time.
Follow us on all the social medias.
Oh yeah, those things. Yeah.
Bye.